May 9th, the week of May 9th, AEW Dynamite and Rampage from the week before. As I said, in England, we get a tape delay on Rampage. It's always the week before. So it started off with Adam Cole, Bay came out. Him versus Dax Harwood in the Owen Hart tournament. Really good match. Really, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It was a really good match, really close match. Both of these guys can go for sure. Dax can go. As a singles wrestler, he's quite impressive as well. But in the end, Adam Cole won with a sharpshooter in homage to Owen Hart because obviously he's Canadian and Owen Hart and that. Then Hadman comes out to do commentary as the next match was CM Punk versus John Silva. I believe they're in Manhattan, Long Island, New York. And for some reason, CM Punk has got bad synergy with that crowd. So the crowd were booing him and they don't like him there. I think because of his beef with MJF, and MJF is from that place, Manhattan. But no, it was a good match, good back and forth match with John Silva. John Silva doing his thing. But in the end, CM Punk won. And he actually won by using Hangman Adam's Page lariat as well, buckshot lariat. So it was pretty good. And Hangman came down to the ring. I think he was a bit angry. He used that move. So yeah, it was quite interesting. Then we had Zandrosh versus Tony Nese. I forgot his name. Dan Zanhauger, whatever his name is, versus Tony Nese. Squash match. Squash match. He squashed him. And then as he was going to beat him down some more, Hook came out to save him. And now they're both friends because he shook Zanhauder's hand. Then we had MJF versus Wardlow in a contract signing. I said versus, but it's contract signing. The actual, obviously it's MJF's hometown, so they're going mad for MJF. People, they're wearing scarves, dressed up like him, the whole thing. He controlled the crowd. He even told the crowd to boo Wardlow if he tries to talk. He tried to talk and the whole crowd just booed him. And then basically turned into a big brawl at the end. And Wardlow signs to fight for the contract. Then we had Jungle Boy versus Ricky Starks for the FTW Championship. I still don't know what FTW stands for. I still don't know what's it even doing on AEW. The champion, that championship that sits with heels, it never changes hands. I don't even know the significance of it, but anyway. But Starks won the match due to Swerve coming down to stop Starks from cheating, which ultimately cost Jungle Boy the match. Christian came down, was quite quite angry, sort of stiffed Swerve, and Keith Lee comes down as well. He started kicking off, so you had Jungle people in the ring, you had Starks there with Hobbs, and you had Keith Lee there with Swerve, like ready to face off each other, but nothing happened. Then we had the Jericho Appreciation Society coming down, calling the AEW fans at AEW Galaxy. It's quite funny. Basically saying they're the best and they're beating people down. Then Moxley comes out with the BCC, with Eddie and the rest of the crew, and the JAS got a big beat down. So that was that. Then we had Jamie Hayter versus Tony Storm. Really good match. Obviously, they both can go, but in the end, Tony Storm won. Then we had Jeff Hardy versus Darby Allin. Crazy match between the two. Everything you expected. There was one point where Darby hit a swanton from a massive ladder in the ring onto Jeff Hardy, onto chairs that Jeff Hardy's laying on. And then Jeff Hardy hit a swanton onto the steel steps, which Darby rolled off. And then obviously Jeff hit the steel steps and yeah, wasn't good. But in the end, Jeff Hardy won the match. Brutal match. Probably took a year or two off their career, or whatever's left of their career, because their body's probably shot up. But no, good match. Go and watch it if you haven't seen it. It was brutal. Then we had Rampage. As I said, the Rampage is the week before, not this week, the week before, because UK is delayed. Okay, so we had Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter versus Ruby Soho and Tony Storm. Great match for the ladies. Obviously, ladies can go back and forth. Great match with them. Obviously, they're all good wrestlers in there. But in the end, Tony Storm won. Then we had Hook versus TD Drake or something like that. I forgot his name. Hook won. That's that. Then we had Rio versus Saki. Really good match for the girls. It's good to see Rio back. I think she had a shoulder injury. She suffered, I think, against Britt Baker. But it's good to see her back, and Rio won the match. Good for them. Then we had the Scorpio Sky, basically was in the ring. Then he was confronted by Frankie Kazarian, basically saying, hey, you said you're going to give me that title shot. What's up, homie? And then we sort of seen Scorpio Sky turn into a face because he's trying to do things more down the line and telling the other guys to say, hey, let's stop messing around here. I'm going to give this guy his title shot. I'm going to bring some prestige to this title. We only need to be walking around with one title. So put the other title back in the cabinet, Dan Labert, and then, yeah, see what happens there. So I think he might be turning face. Then we had Ricky Starks beat down Jungle Boy in the back at the table. Because obviously this is the week before they had their match. I'm doing it backwards. So yeah, so that's what happened there. And then we had, in the main event, Jay Lethal versus Tashi. Really good match, but in the end, Jay Lethal won. And Samoan Joe came out with a pole to beat down Jay Lethal and his bodyguard Singh and Sanjay Dudd, I should say, for obviously interfering in his match and trying it with him. So that was that, really. So yeah, good. AEW was good. Go and watch it. If you haven't seen it already, I definitely say you should watch it. Peace. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. You know what to do. Get me out of my mum's basement into a studio. Let's go. Thanks for your support.